Welcome, everybody. This is Hugo Bernal, your host of El Tri Online. This is El Mexican Soccer Podcast. Today we have good company, El Super Mojado. We cannot get rid of it, people. We cannot get rid of him yet. We have El Buen Fernando, que anda bien feliz con sus Pumas. Guys, we have some feedback over here. Episode 175. 175 is just so much. But of course, we are El Tri, and we have to talk about El Tri. Lots to talk about it. La Liguilla also, el repechaje. We start with that first. There you go. It's fixed now. But first, just make sure you follow us here on El Tri Online. Hit that little bell, follow, subscribe, everything you have to do in every single social media platform. We are here every week. And we also throw some Puro Pincho watch party. So make sure you follow those too. What's up, guys? How are you? How are you guys? El buen
FueraTata. FueraTata.
Tenemos un hooligan.
Se tiene que ir.
I'm sure you're the guy with the homophobic chant, right? El grito de tú eres uno de esos.
No,
todavía.
no, pero sí grito FueraTata because it's enough. 3 games against the U.S. lost. You know, that can't be happening, man. Nunca me imaginé extrañar a Osorio tanto.
Eres uno más, güey.
Oh my goodness. Por favor, ¿quién dejó hablar a este muchacho? ¿Quién lo dejó entrar? Can we call the bouncer, please? Take him out.
Hooligan, man. I'm telling you. He's a hooligan. What's up, guys? How are you? Besides a little bit upset, I guess. Mexico lost against Canada also in the cold of Edmonton. Mexico lost against the U.S. for the third time this year. What else? What else is good? Super. I just want to make this clear. Do you keep Tata Martino in charge of El Tri?
Listen, guys, I had thrown Tata Martino like a year ago. You guys just don't want to listen to me. I've been telling you guys, Tata Martino has to go. And this is like an old, finally now everybody's jumping on board, but it's like, I've been saying this forever. You know, Tata Martino just lost control of the team. When the pandemic started, I think it took Martino with the you know, this was just, I don't know. He just got lost, and I don't know, and he just can't figure it out.
I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I wanted to see maybe he could turn things around, but it's been 3 games, 2 finals, and then this game. Y para ser honesto, los partidos previos contra Estados Unidos tampoco fueron los mejores. So
let's remind everybody to join the comment sections of whatever you're watching or listening to us. We have Martin 43 Martin telling us FueraTata question. Metan a Jimmy Lozano. So is that the answer, real quick, before we continue talking about this real quick? What's the answer? Because who do you bring at this point right now? I don't know if I would get rid of Tata just yet.
There is a lot of Mexican coaches that could easily take this job. And
Tranquilo, amigo Sánchez.
Definitely not say no.
And at this point, creo que, no sé si sea por la desesperación que ya tengo, pero que traigan al Piojo.
No,
traigan al Piojo otra vez para que salve el barco como en el 2014.
No puede ser eso. Let's take a look at the standings of CONCACAF standings and see what really the deal here is. By the way, United States tied against Jamaica, so it makes things a little easier. I think still Mexico is going to go to the World Cup with no problem. I still think that. I don't think it's going to be as a disaster that it happened in 2013. But Canada is 2 points ahead of Mexico, 1 ahead of the United States, and Mexico and Panama tied with 14 points. And just because of goals, Panama is in the repechaje. But besides that, there's no Costa Rica, it's down, Jamaica abajo, El Salvador, Honduras, they're really they're not fighting for anything. There's 6 games left, which I believe 4 of them are in Estadio Azteca, and some of them will be with no fans. So that might be an issue, but still, Estadio Azteca should matter. Let's see how Mexico does against Estados Unidos at Estadio Azteca and see. Let's actually take a look at the schedule. Why am I inventing the wheel here. There you go. For what we have left, it's not January 2nd, it's January 20-something, 27, I believe. It's against Jamaica in Kingston. It's going to be a tough game. It is the 27th. And then January 30th, it's against Costa Rica in Estadio Azteca. And then February 2nd against Panama en el Estadio Azteca. And then March, you have Estados Unidos en el Estadio Azteca, Honduras en Honduras, y El Salvador en el Estadio Azteca. So it's possible, guys. I don't think we should be so worried about it. I think Tata Martino needs to do new things for sure. I don't think it's.
You have to be worried, man. It's not about the schedule. In a way, it looks easy for Mexico to just clinch their their spot in the World Cup. But the problem is that you have a coach that has no clue what he's playing. You have a coach that has a team that he just lost control of it. He gets in certain moments where the game is stuck and he doesn't know what to do. I mean, during this game both games he couldn't make substitutions. He didn't make substitutions fast enough. I think that, like I said, if this is the way we're gonna play the World Cup, forget it. They're not even gonna make it to the second round.
So complaining about Osorio that too many rotations, as he would call them, now complaining because he's not doing any rotations. So who do we understand?
I'm not talking about rotations. I'm talking about finding the key to open that lock if you're not scoring goals. If you're losing, replacing, getting a substitution, or just at least from the beginning, just make a team that you can be more competitive with. Not keep bringing Guardado, Herrera. These guys are just. We had enough of them. Just not. They're not the same anymore. They were good at one point in time, and it's just time for them to go.
Fernando, what do you have to say?
I don't think it's time for them to go. I think que todavía pueden aportar bastante al equipo. But, yeah, el Tata is completely lost. No le saca provecho como debería a estos jugadores, players que están jugando en Atlético de Madrid, en el Betis, European players, He
plays 5 minutes, man. You can't even call that playing.
Hey, but he trains with the European players.
Here we go again. Training. Forget it. You gotta be in
he also has a lot of experience with la selección mexicana. You talk about
keeping the mediocre mentality that we have.
You talk about keeping
just because he's in Europe, he deserves to be a starter in the national team. No, it's not.
So for you, who else would be better in his position?
We'll get to that in 1 second. Let me just read the comments real quick because people are obviously talking about this because it is a topic that there's so many things to say. But DJ says that part of the blame is Tata, but also the players. It is true. I think players are responsible for at some point, at some level. Rec 416, Tata needs to get his act together. We all know that. Tata needs to put young players already. We're seeing them. That it's an issue. We'll talk about that in a second. Young players. DJ is telling us the real issue is that there need to be more talented youth in the national team. U.S. national team in Canada are younger and their athleticism showed. El Tri couldn't keep up. All right, we'll talk about that in a second. 43 Martin, he needs to put his players who are hungry for the ball. Nomino al super mojado para DT de México. It says Don Flamingo. Yeah, it's not happening. USA and Canada show how weak El Tri defensive backline was. It is true. I mean, both teams were Canada not so much over it. They just played it the right way and they scored in the right way and the right time. But also it was Memo Ochoa a little bit of the responsibility to it.
See, super.
Also the call. But hold on. Going back to because a lot of people I've seen this way too much. Call young players, make a young team. It is true. It is the oldest team in the CONCACAF, in the octagonal. average, obviously, it is the oldest team, Mexico. So if we call young players, more likely they're not, the experience is not there, and more likely they're not going to succeed. Not that the other ones are succeeding.
I don't think that's true, because the United States
something there, though.
The United States is doing the exact same thing that you just mentioned. They're playing with a lot of.
Let me just remind you this: are we ready? Because the United States didn't make it to the World Cup last qualifying stage, and they started a process since then, and they respect it. Mexico hasn't started a process. As long as they make it, they're okay with it. It doesn't matter how it happened, how many players, how many coaches, it doesn't matter. As long as they make it, they're happy with it. So they're not going to create a process. If we make a process to bring young players, we have to be responsible, or to know that they might not make it to the World Cup. And it's like they said, respect the process.
Listen, you already have young players that they are like regulars in first division in Mexican soccer. You have guys that can help you. You know, you just gotta like give them an opportunity. And you said something important. Oh, they don't have experience. And how do you think they're gonna get that experience?
Exactly.
They have to get playing time. They have to go there. And if you are gonna continue to leave these guys, oh no, they're too young. All right, they're 23. They're too young. What do you want them to be? 30, so that you can start starting them?
You know, going back to some podcasts that we had back in August, us three mentioned that la selección que fue a Tokyo had to be the base for the selección that was going to go to Qatar. And out of that selección, I don't think there's anybody starting or that started in this past two games.
It is true. It is
except
true.
maybe Johan Vazquez, but that's just one player.
It is because the circumstances, not because it wasn't Tata's favorite. Let's put it that way.
I don't understand. What do you mean circumstances?
Because they didn't have enough players.
No tienen defensas. ¿Quién estaba lesionado y estaban castigados?
El Cachorro Montes está lastimado.
Ajá. Y ¿quién era? ¿Mier, me parece? ¿O no Mier? No. Perdón, el del América. El central alto del América. Se me olvidó el nombre ahorita mismo.
No, you're talking about Jorge.
No. Older player. We'll get to it in. But anyway, so what's the solution attacking wise? Let's put it that way, because there's a graphic very important. Let's take a look at it with Chicharito in it. Chicharito is going to be controversy all the time in it or anything. But it's 109 games. Average wise is 0.48. No one gets even close to it. Raúl Jiménez con .30, but still very far behind. This is something that El Tata Martino should address and be. It goes beyond, I guess, indisciplinas o lo que sea, porque Chicharito demuestra que él puede hablar de frente en esos aspectos. Entonces, ¿por qué no el Tata se acerca al Chicharito y le dice, ¿te vas a disculpar o qué va a pasar? ¿Quieres jugar? ¿No quieres jugar? ¿Qué va a suceder? Fix these kind of problems.
See, those numbers, I don't think they tell me much, because with what I've seen is that the problem lies on the midfield. No le surten balones a los delanteros. Y si el Chicharito llega o regresara con la selección mexicana, va a tener el mismo problema que Raúl Jiménez está teniendo ahorita.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys watch the video of Greg Berhalter in the dressing room before the game against Mexico, talking about some African dogs?
I did not see that video.
I didn't.
Production, let's see if we can get it for in a few minutes. But it's a great video. It's a motivational speech that he makes in about a minute or so, not even. He tells about how somebody told him at the zoo that African dogs they just chase their prey and they hunt together as a pack, and they just until they get their prey, right, and they eat it. So I cannot see El Tata Martino getting any close to that kind of a speech before a game. So somebody mentioned, I think it was Fernando, bring El Piojo. I don't think el Piojo tuvo su oportunidad y ya la hizo y lo que sea, pero sí tenemos que traer a alguien que sea estratega y motivador. For sure. Am I correct on that or not?
Yeah, you're correct. Y el único que puede ser no quiere, que es el Tuca. So, I think he would be the solution to a lot of the problems that
No, también se pone tóxico el rollo. Rápido. Ya es muy mexicano.
But then there's no other coach.
I don't know. It would be, I don't know. It's tough. That's what I said. I wouldn't get rid of it.
You have a lot of coaches, man. You cannot say you have a
¿A quién te traes, pues?
You have Nacho Ambriz, you have Almeida, you have Herrera. You have plenty of coaches that you can pick from and that would easily fit in this with la selección and that know the players, they know the soccer, they know all this environment, you know. So I definitely think that's not a problem. If you get rid of Tata, you can easily get one of these guys to fill in.
Hasta Leaño, ¿no? Hasta Leaño lo...
No. O sea, no mames, tampoco.
The reason I think they brought Tata was because he had experience with another selección.
The reason they brought Tata is because he's Argentino, way, and that's their biggest problem, that they idolize like extranjeros just because they're Brazilian or Argentinian. They think that they're gonna go and win a World Cup. No.
Regardless, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think
Almeida te lo traes, Super? ¿Almeida te lo traes?
Mira, you guys Almeida know that with Almeida es diferente. Este güey has a different mentality than a typical Argentinian. I mean, I don't want to sound like you know, I don't want to stereotype, but this guy fell in love with Mexican soccer. He now says that he in his heart he loves the country, and I honestly think that he would do a decent job with la selección mexicana.
I mean,
ese pastor.
I would prefer, at this point, I prefer Almeida than Tata Martino, but I don't think he's going to be the solution because he has no experience with a selección.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And what can you tell me that what did Tata Martino want that you think that he's going to give us a World Cup?
Well, he
Nothing.
hasn't won anything.
Well,
no.
playing like this,
The only thing
nothing.
he won was an MLS Cup with Atlanta. That's it.
No, well, that's why I want him out.
Let's keep reading what people are writing right now. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for joining us in this great topic that we have. Martin 43 says maybe mix young players with veterans. Yes, that's a great combination always. Rec 416, you got to get rid of los viejos, and the athleticism of the U.S. and Canada was too much for them. Which young players do you like? Mexico needs to improve, and they will not in 2021, 2022. Luca Martinez, Julián Araujo, Marcelo Flores. Okay. Why that viejo of Chicharito for 16 is telling us Mexico needs to run their program like a top 10 team? Mexico needs me, Fernie, and Super. Okay, yeah, Leo Hernandez. Yeah, good luck with that. But they really need a top 10 team. They're a mediocre team. DJ, there's a lot of old players in the middle of the attack, and that's a serious issue. It's time to some younger players for the eager to attack. This is also a reflection of the domestic league. Liga MX sucks, and there is for the last 5 years. Our weakness, our defense. Bob Bradley for Mexico. It's not happening. Tata made Argentina lost the final, not only once, but twice. Super Mojado is Almeida's boyfriend. He wishes. Mexico's depth is being tested, and it's. I'm very worried. I don't think I'm worried. And Pepe, thank you. Pepe Zazon, thank you for writing. I'm not worried about right now. I think they're gonna make it to the World Cup.
You are tied in.
I said right now. Listen, let me finish. DJ, Matias Almeida should be El Tri new manager. Yes, Matias Almeida style fits good for El Tri, and Panama game with home with no fans is massive. I think the next 6 games are massive. Pepe.
Si Almeida se va como entrenador de la selección mexicana, se trae a la Chofis y quedamos campeones del mundo. Así de fácil, ¿verdad?
You say that ironically, right? But to be honest with you, I think that for what Matias Almeida did with Chivas, man, even though that he did not play the greatest soccer, the amount of championships that he played, a total of 7, and winning 5 of them, I think that's with only Mexican players in a league that everybody says that's like a weakness. Even great coaches like El Rey Midas said it was
great. Now he's calling him great.
No, but he goes and criticizes his own team and says that's like a weakness of the team. No, that's not.
Let's take a look at the numbers of El Tata Martino, because you guys are putting him like if he's nothing, really. This is with Mexico. He won the World Cup in 2019, Nations League runner-up. They lost against the US, and then in 2021,
he won a World Cup.
Nations League, Gold Cup. I said.
You said World Cup.
I said Gold Cup. Thank you for listening. And 2021, runner-up also against the US. So Mexico is currently first 3 games losing streak, including friendly since October 2018. Name manager in 2019. I think. All right, so with these numbers, we should not worry.
Mediocre.
Listen. I understand you guys are worried, and it just makes it right being worried, but it doesn't. You guys are not worried for the right thing.
No, I am worried for the right thing.
What is the right thing to worry about, Hugo?
The lack of what's it called? Style. I don't even want to say style. The lack of motivation and the lack of a core. Let's put it this way. Yeah, do you guys truly think that Mexico is not going to the World Cup? Is that your worry right now?
No,
After Canada, yes. After the game on Tuesday, yes.
He will go to the World Cup, but he's with this team. I will take this team to the World Cup, man. The problem is that we're gonna have an embarrassment. At this point, I don't even want them to go if Tata Martino is in charge, because they're just gonna go and embarrass themselves. It's just the way it is, man.
Okay. We keep on reading. One second, Fernando. ¿Por qué no juega la Chofis? Dice Martin 43, que está jugando bien ahorita. I don't think he's a national team quality kind of player. Rec416, hashtag FueraTata. That's going to be a Twitter tendency more likely. You want to bring a coach that can win the MLS, a league you can keep talking down about it. Luis Pérez está diciendo, I'm not sure who is more mediocre, Tata or Super Mojado. Yeah, that's a good comparison. I think the players selection, lack of playing time with key players like HH and Tecatito. Tecatito's definitely down on his game, and he looked terrible in these 2 games.
No, they all did, man. Orbelin, Romo, Chucky, they were all terrible.
That is a stubborn old man, but I think that these 2 big losses were reality check, and he will make changes. He will be picking young players and tactics. They have to beat Jamaica or it's over. No, it's not over. Even they lose against Jamaica, I doubt it's going to be over. But if not, they'll call Javier Aguirre, man. Javier Aguirre, and they'll save the ship and whatever.
So you prefer Javier Aguirre than El Piojo?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You prefer Javier Aguirre than El Piojo?
At this point, I don't know. El Piojo, acuérdate que perdió la cabeza, brother. Hold on, the producer is trying to tell me something. You got something for me, producer?
I don't care que la pierda. I mean, hizo buen papel en el 2014. I don't care si pierde la cabeza.
It's okay. I mean, no. If you're a coach for the national team, you cannot lose your head, especially at an airport with la prensa, no, brother. So, a menos que estés borracho, y si estás borracho te corren de tu trabajo. Así
no, I understand that, pero based on what we're going through right now, I don't care. I'd rather go to the World Cup with a boxeador as a coach. Okay, I really don't care.
El Ramón Chávez acaba de unir al show. Thank you, Ramón Chávez. Fernando is pro-violence. Yes, I see that. He wants to go with USA. Oh, welcome, JRT, the father of Mexico and the king of CONCACAF. Thank you, everybody who's commenting, by the way. We have a big audience today. And make sure we all share the show. If you get the link there, put it in your social media, share it, and make sure everybody connects and subscribe to this channel. It's always great. It's always great to have new people. As JR, the father of Mexico and the king of the CONCACAF. Thank you for joining us, man. Great comment. I don't want Piojo. He's gonna make it worse. Maybe Jimmy Lozano will be a better option. Super, right now, you have one wish. You can put Jimmy Lozano o Matías Almeida. Rápido, ¿quién escoges?
Matías, for sure.
Ay, of course. El pastor mayor. But guys, come on, reality check. El Tata is gonna stay there longer. JR, how's everybody been today? Everybody's good, man. Thank you for joining, and make sure you share this episode with everybody. Thank you for joining. What else we got? What else we got in the rundown? Because we have El Tata Martino con el Tri. Thank you for. I'm getting definitely feedback in there. Bájenle a sus radios, brother. ¿Qué pasa, mi super? And make sure also, for everybody's listening, make sure you follow us on social media. We have El Tri Online and Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. We're always there with the best content, the best news, and everything around. But guys, so let me just read these comments real quick, and we're going to take a break. So I'll get back to you in a second. How's everything today? USA aren't kings of anything. They can't beat Jamaica. El Piojo, not Javier Aguirre, aren't ready for Mexico right now. In my opinion, El Tata is good, just needs to trust the process. Francisco Benitez. Thank you, Francisco, for joining us. I think the same thing. Trust the process, and just trust that Mexico's going to make it to the final part of the World Cup. But they need to get a better style. Like this young kid, Fernando Flores, no recuerdo su primer nombre. Marcelo. Yeah. So just get him in and see what happens. But it's a tough decision. Jamaica got robbed. They should have won the game against the US for sure. That's telling us 43, Martin. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a break. Don't go anywhere, guys. Keep on commenting. Keep on sharing that episode. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. This is El Mexican Soccer Podcast. I'm your host, Hugo Bernal, and this is intrabrand.com, the best merchandise, the official merchandise for the ETO podcast and El Tri Online podcast. Make sure you go to intrabrand.com and get you the best gear you can get around. And if you guys stick around and share the show, as everybody should, I don't know, sometimes the producer gets pretty nice, and he gives some Intra-brand clothing away, or we'll ask. But anyways, thank you for joining us. Make sure you share this episode. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. Keep on commenting. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to everybody who's joining for the first time. And welcome to all the veterans that we have. Veterans as in for the show. DJ is telling us that the U.S. show that they cannot win against teams they play them physical. That is true. But it's a very physical team for the U.S. I mean, physical, and I mean athleticism, physical kind of thing. They were running all over the place, and they did not get tired, and Mexico did show that. But anyway, so now let's talk about Fernando. Are you ready? Because we're going to talk about el repechaje. ¿Tus Pumas lo hicieron? ¿Llegaron al repechaje?
Claro que sí llegaron. 4-3 le pegaron a Cruz Azul.
Ay, papá, bien Felipe.
¿Ya ves?
That's what's going on with. Let's take a look at the games for el repechaje. We have Saturday Santos San Luis y Puebla Chivas, y el domingo que Pachuca por Toluca. Los Pumas se enfrentan al Diablo Mayor, a los Choriceros del Toluca, y luego esta es una final adelantada, tenemos Cruz Azul Monterrey. Es la verdad, súper.
All right, whatever you say, my friend.
Well, I know you're gonna say something about your Chivas and and now how they're gonna turn things around in this against Puebla and things like that, but super. Un Cruz Azul Monterrey right now, es una final adelantada, no me puedes negar eso.
En cómo vienen los equipos, no creo, no se me hace tan atractivo el partido.
A ver, ok, bueno, como vengan, pero mucho descanso, van a ser casi 2 semanas de descanso. Guys, let me ask you, not 2 weeks ago, at the beginning of the tournament, if I tell you, con Cruz Azul como viene, que es el actual campeón, con Monterrey, con ese billete que le invirtieron, y con el Vasco Aguirre, if I tell you, la final va a ser Cruz Azul Monterrey, lo crees fácilmente, ¿cierto?
Sí.
No.
Sí.
Ay, súper, no me vengas con súper. Saquen al súper, ya sáquenlo, ya me hartó el súper, sáquenlo.
Hey guys, you guys don't believe what I say, man. You guys don't have faith in me. But look,
What's gonna happen? Chivas is gonna
everything that I say it becomes true, man.
Okay,
reality.
Wait.
What did you
say?
What did you say?
Mira lo que está pasando con el Tata.
What have you said that que se hace other than la selección mexicana with la Liga MX? What have you said that has come true?
Cruz Azul iba a tener campeonitis, and look what they are. They're not even gonna make it to the next phase.
Come on, man.
Monterrey
even a 10-year-old guesses that the current champion is gonna have campeonitis, and especially Cruz Azul. Like nobody, it's not rocket science. Like Cruz Azul ganó el campeonato de chiripa porque Santos dejó de jugar bien.
Come on, man. That's the problem. The problem with Cruz Azul wasn't that que llegara a la final de chiripa. They were always there. They make it to championship all the time. They just
let me just ask you two guys, because I know you guys are very passionate about this. Who's gonna turn things around, Pumas or Chivas en este juego de repechaje, or none?
I'll let Super answer this one first.
Listen,
Super,
I definitely see.
Well, I'll ask you about Chivas. Are they turning things around or not?
Not turning. I don't think they're turning things around. I definitely see a big opportunity for them to advance to the next round, but I don't see them doing much more than that. For Pumas, they barely made it to this round. I mean, they just got really lucky because of the mediocre tournament that everybody has been having. And listen, Toluca was a contender in the beginning of the tournament to take the championship. So I don't see Pumas going anywhere.
Ahora tú, Fernando.
I'm glad you asked that question because I brought my numbers here. So in the past 6 games,
Fernando Chip.
In the past 6 games, Toluca has only gotten 4 points. That means 4 ties. They've only gotten 4 ties and 2 losses. Pumas has gotten 13 points, and that means 4 games won, 1 tied, and 1 lost. So I don't know, Super.
Yeah.
You tell me, why don't you think Pumas can turn things around if they clearly have 9 points ahead in the past six games, which are the most important at this point because they're the most recent.
Look, this is Random Doings is telling us something that is very true. It says Chivas needs to be doing good so El Tri can do better. It is true. Chivas used to be the core of the national team, and now they're nowhere to be found.
I don't think that's true, man.
I don't think that's true, man.
Look,
el Johan Vázquez que lo presume por todos lados.
In 2013, when Mexico was struggling to go to Brazil, la base del equipo cuando empezaron a mejorar las cosas era el América. Okay. It wasn't Chivas. So at that point, Chivas could have been playing good, could have been playing bad, but the base was América y con eso llegaron al Mundial.
Y casi llegaron, pero bueno, eso es porque rescataron el bote, pero ¿qué tal en el 2006 con la Volpe que estaba sólido el asunto?
Bueno, estamos hablando de casi 20 años.
¿Y las Chivas cómo andaban?
Exactly, but you can't say, I don't think Chivas has been doing great since then, and Mexico has had good moments since 2006.
Okay, what else? Thank you. Thank you for your input.
Let him have this.
So you're saying that since 2006, when Chivas stopped being as great as they are, you mean Mexico has been sucking the whole time?
Yes.
A lot of it. Well, when el Chepo tuvo la selección un rato, andaban bien al principio y era Chivas.
Yeah, that's true.
But
it was a combination to look at Chivas.
That's in 2006. 2010?
No. 2013 se pasó. Also.
But la base no era Chivas en el 2003. ¿Y si era Chivas?
En el 2006, digo 2010, bueno, tenían al Chicharito que les fue muy bien en el Mundial. Bueno, le fue bien en el Mundial a él. ¿Quién más?
What I mean is
that United.
That statement is not true anymore. Chivas could be doing bad and the selección mexicana can still be doing good.
Okay, it is true. That is true. But if Chivas does very well, la selección le va bien.
Mira, what you don't understand, Fernando, is that if Chivas has a great tournament, let's just think that let's just put Chivas in the best top four. They're constantly winning games. They just have a great rhythm, great teamwork. You got 11 players right there that are Mexicans. So you by them doing really good, that means that the selección could pick out of any player. All those 11, any of them can go to la selección. And that's why we say this. That's why
the thing is that te la pasas diciendo que el torneo de la Liga MX es muy mediocre. So if there's 11 players that are doing good in Chivas, but there's also players in Europe, why would you choose players from Chivas when you have players from Europe? Because according to you,
if they're not playing, if you're playing 7 minutes every 4 weeks,
yeah. I was
what do you mean?
say.
Chucky, he played more than 4 minutes.
You have
espérate, but, Fernando, no quiere decir que no vas a llamar a los europeos por traerte a todo Chivas. Si está el Chucky prendidísimo, te lo llevas y ya no pasa nada.
And then, okay, let me tell you why that statement scares me, because Chivas has not been doing great since 2006. So what does that mean? Que ya valió la selección
mexicana. Quedaron campeones en el 17 y llegaron a final de Libertadores en el 2013, si no me acuerdo, si no me equivoco.
Okay, so con que me dices eso, México nada más destacó en el 2017.
No, y en el 13 también estaba. Empezaron bien con el Chepo. Se le vino todo abajo.
2 years donde no hubo mundiales. Entonces, ¿para qué nos sirve que Chivas esté bien si nada más van a jugar? O sea, le aportan a México cuando no hay mundiales.
Por favor, Bibi, por favor.
Entonces, makes sense. Like, la selección mexicana could be doing good without Chivas doing good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Si tienes a un equipo de 11 mexicanos, all right, you have options then. If you have a team of 11 Mexican players that are really good and they're dominating La Liga, of course la selección is going to be better because you have options now. It's not that they're going to they're going to be champions of the world. No, you're going to have options. You're going to have a better team.
No. That statement just doesn't make sense, because then you're excluding everybody else that plays in La Liga MX.
We're going to be...
No, we're not excluding anyone else. And it has never happened that the Chivas are doing amazing and they only call Chivas players. But anyways, going back to the games, you guys want to do predictions real quick and for el repechaje and let's make sure we record this and let's play next show. That way el super Walter Mercado aquí dice que todo lo adivina. I just want to make sure real quick. So let's do it fast and efficient, and we'll play next show. Is that good?
Sounds good.
All right, so let's go with the games real quick. Super, dime todos los juegos. Santos San Luis.
All right, 2-1 Santos.
Chivas Puebla.
2-0 Chivas.
Toluca Pumas.
3-1 Toluca.
Cruz Azul Rayados.
3-2 Monterrey.
Ok, Fernando, dale, desde el principio otra vez. Santos, San Luis.
Santos 1-0.
Chivas, Puebla. Puebla, Chivas.
Puebla 1-0.
Toluca, Pumas.
Pumas 2-1.
Cruz Azul, Rayados.
Monterrey 3-0.
Ay, papá. Ok, voy yo. Santos le pega al San Luis 2-0. Puebla pierde 1-0 contra Chivas. Toluca pasa 2-1 ante Pumas. Y Cruz Azul gana a Rayados 2-1. There you go. Real quick, real fast, and real efficient. Make sure you guys send us your comments in the comment section and see what you guys think for the repechaje. And next week we'll be talking about it. A ver si mi Walter Mercado and the producer is telling me what? Oh, yes. Yes, we have something real quick for el repechaje because if you guys are hustling like El Super Mojado, you know, making money on the side, selling funny stuff and you know, doing all kind of transactions, but even betting, although I've heard because of many fans that right here in listen to us, que el Super a veces no paga sus apuestas, but I don't know about that. It doesn't, no me consta, so I don't know. But anyways, if you guys like betting, tenemos un experto, es el productor, el buen Joe Rodriguez, and let's have him over and see what he can tell us about betting on this repechaje. Mi buen Joe, welcome.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Looks like Super Mojado still getting a lot of love from the chat, huh?
Of course, man. I love my fans too.
Orale. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and really quick show you guys the odds that we have right now, and it's actually very interesting because I think if you take a look at these odds, you're gonna get an opportunity to see that there's a lot of money to be made. You know, if you are very tactic and you are careful. So right now, as we see them, you see that first of all, we're looking at the regular money line. Okay, so don't be confused by this. Basically, what this is telling us is that you have to make the bet, and it's in regular time. So for Fernando, that was actually thinking about going with the 1-0s, and I think he had a couple of other guys, right? If Santos was to actually draw but win in extra time, he would not win. That would still be considered a draw. So I'm going to show you guys what I would probably end up doing, okay? So I actually would go with a Santos Laguna win, also in regulation. And then for the Chivas and Puebla, Chivas is actually a huge underdog. So I would be willing to take the risk on Chivas because I think if you were to actually put some money on Chivas, then that'd be pretty significant. Toluca and Pumas, I disagree with Fernando. I think that Toluca will actually end up taking that bad boy right there. And then, last but not least, Monterrey and Cruz Azul. Actually, I would give that a draw. So if we were to put some money, right? So we're gonna just play with, again, this is just for entertainment purposes. Don't get crazy, right? So let's
come on, man, drop the big bucks, man. drop the big bucks.
Let's put $20, right? If we put $20 on Santos Laguna, you see that you win about $15.38, right? It's a 35-38 payoff. Now for Chivas, if we were to put the $20 bet on that one, that's a huge payout, man. That's a $69 payout. That means that you're making about, what is it? $49. That's what you're making. $49 on $20 if you go with Chivas. $20 for Toluca nets you 22. And then last but not least, on the draw for Cruz Azul and Monterrey, you get about $61. These odds are live as of right now. So today is the 18th at 9:45 p.m. But here is where you could just make a killing, okay? The parlay is where, like, it's just monstrous. So if we were to put $20 on this exact same parlay, meaning that Santos Laguna would win, Chivas would win, Tolucas would win, and there would be a draw at the end of regulation between Cruz Azul and Monterrey, you're looking at a $781 payout. All right. So for betting $100, if my calculation is correct here, because I'm not really good at math, you're looking about, so 880, like almost $900, guys. That's what you're looking at. So it's incredible. I just wanted to show you guys really quick. In the state of Connecticut, it is legal to gamble. There's about 18 other states I know that you could gamble legally online. But again, this is just my opinion. This is only intended for entertainment purposes. Do not take my word for it. Do not bet your house, Super Mojado. All right. So, but again, a lot of money to be made, guys. And I think that you out there, right? Like if you were a betting man, you would absolutely have an opportunity to make some cash. But these money lines are really, really challenging and they're really difficult. There's a reason why the casinos are always they're always winning, right? And we're just mere mortals. So that's all. That's all I have, guys. Do you guys have any questions?
No, man. So I'm in Florida, and it's online betting is not legal. So who should I send the paperwork from my house over to Connecticut?
Super Mojado. He's a gaming man.
Dale.
All right, guys.
¿Ya perdiste cuántas casas, mi super?
Yeah.
Oh man, Joe, I need a place to crash, man. You got some room down there?
No, I just want to let everybody know that this is a great info, and it was free, guys. It was free. Everybody who's listening in there. Don Flamingo is telling you, Joe. Do people tell you that you look like John Leguizamo? Who's that?
John Leguizamo. Yeah. Don Flamingo. Yes, people tell me that all the time. Unfortunately, I think I'm an upgrade of John Leguizamo. I'm as funny as him.
I gotta see this guy. Oh, okay. I know
John Leguizamo. Everybody.
Yeah.
Don Flamingo. Everybody has told me that throughout my entire life. Maybe it's like the smile. I don't know, man. But hey, you know what? At least they're not comparing me to El Chupacabra. So.
Great, man. Great. No, thank you, Joe. Thank you for joining on this. And it's a great piece of info. And yeah, everybody, it was free, guys. It was free. If you feel lucky, go for it, man. I would do it, actually. And I'm going to think about it. I might do something about this for games coming up. So, Joe, if I get something, I'll send you over the cut. You know what I mean.
All right. Sounds good, fellas. Have a good one.
Take it easy, man. There you go, guys. And this sport betting segment was presented by El Super Mojado for free.
El Super, apuesta la máscara.
Let's go to the casino, guys, right now.
Está muy lejos. Fer, ¿tú vas a apostar algo o ni maíz paloma?
No.
La sonrisa.
No soy una persona con suerte en las apuestas. Prefiero nada más sentarme y ver.
No, ni con your team choices, man.
No, but you know what happened? Everybody made in the betting things that Joe was talking about. Todos mataron a Pumas. Así que, Fer, demuéstrales que vas más allá de eso.
Traje los números y te los repito. Toluca con 4 puntos en los últimos 6 partidos y Pumas con 13 puntos. Llega mejor el equipo de Pumas.
¿Te dormiste con esos números?
No, el Mr. Chip hizo su tarea, dale crédito.
Hey, man.
Se acabó el torneo y Fernando ahí con sus numeritos ahí durmiendo.
Si te vas a poner a apostar como lo hace Joe, mejor estar bien informado and bring my numbers.
There you go. That's the way to go. Keep doing your homework.
If Joe would have put my numbers, then he would not be $20 down from that Toluca against Pumas game.
There you go. ¿Creen que Cruz Azul puede ser bicampeón? Nos pregunta Don Flamingo. I doubt it.
No.
Doubt it.
Only Pumas and León can do that.
Oh, how cute. Anyways, let's keep moving on. Now we have a MLS because we have the playoff bracket and we're ready to go. So production, let's drop it. There you go. It was fast. Sunday we got New York, Atlanta, and then ¿es Nashville, Orlando o es no, es Columbus, ¿no? Nashville.
Orlando.
Nashville, Orlando, sí. And then we have Philadelphia Red Bulls. We have Minnesota contra Timber. Sporting de Kansas City contra los Whitecaps y Seattle contra el Real Salt Lake. Los únicos dos que con pase directo fueron Colorado y los Revs. Los Revs, of course. They had a great tournament. No teams from LA, barely Mexicans in there because we have, tenemos a el Sporting con Pulido ¿Y qué tenemos en Atlanta? Un par, ¿no?
Con Gonzo Pineda as a coach.
Yeah.
El Dam and el Cubo Torres.
Y creo que por ahí tienen a Van Rankin olvidado, ¿no juegan los Timbers?
En Portland, yes.
There you go. No está olvidado, mi buen Fernando.
And I believe somebody else.
Sí, por ahí puede ver alguno más. Por ahí puede ver alguno más. But anyways, so even Carlos Vela subió una foto diciendo, I wish I was still playing and I wish blah, blah, blah. But who knows? A lot of movements maybe coming in after the season's over and all this shenanigans happens.
I don't believe that picture.
Well,
we'll see what happens with Bob Bradley too, because he's pretty much out. He's out already.
He's gone. Hey, Inter Miami, if you're listening, Bob Bradley is
they need a project. Miami needs a project. They say Toronto is pretty close but anyways, because he has his son in there in Toronto, but who knows? We'll keep an eye on that. Of course, we'll let everybody know on social media, as we always bring the news as fast as we get them. But so el favorito ahora que ya no está tú el AFC, mi super Fer, ¿algún favorito en la MLS con el ranking que vimos, el bracket?
Well, I like Sporting KC, but I think that Bruce Arena did an excellent job with los Reds.
Okay.
That they might just take it all, man.
It's funny how el super. One second, Fernando. El super he goes with con los chivermanos, brother. A donde sea que vayan. Once you're a chivermano, that's it. You're on Super's dream list for the rest of your life.
They have Sporting KC has had like some good tournaments the past 2 to 3 tournaments. So they're only missing that, la cereza en el pastel, el campeonato.
Nada más detallitos, ¿no? But anyways, super. I mean, Fer, who are you gonna say?
Yo me voy con la segura y digo que Seattle Sounders se la llevan.
Simplemente por el historial, ¿no?
Sí, nada más.
Eso es todo. Okay.
Nada más.
Good to know. Como apostando al estilo Joe, aprendieron bien de ti, mi buen Joe.
Es que los números.
Sí, eres numerólogo, ya me di cuenta. That's great, man. That's great. So make sure you don't put a lot of money into MLS then, because with those numbers that you're bringing in, man, I don't know, it's going to be tough. But anyway,
there was no more room in his notepad. He had all the Pumas numbers.
Fernando Chip. So Don Flamingo, yeah, people are saying they're not. Cruz Azul is not going to be bicampeón. So that's what you get for now. Any last comments everybody's going to drop in there? Do it now because we're about to finish. Super. Something to tell us besides that Chivas is winning against Puebla, because we don't want to hear, especially from you. If Fernando wants to say it, it's okay.
No, por favor, John de Luisa, Torrado, if you're listening, just, escuchen la voz de Cuauhtémoc Blanco, Rafa Márquez, ahora sí que personas
Hugo Sánchez, ¿no?
Hugo Sánchez, ¿no? También Hugo Sánchez.
Porque él se postula como 3 veces por semana.
Yeah. Así que escuchen la voz de la experiencia and just, open that door for this guy. And
even Mario Carrillo.
Exactly, Mario Carrillo.
So who do you want them to call? Flores? Marcelo Flores?
That would be good.
No, Fernando, to bring who?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I thought Super said to bring this guy. Which guy? He was telling us about Marcelo Flores?
I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
No, I think el Super se le congeló ahí el micrófono y todo. Ya no sabe ni lo que está haciendo. A ver, bueno, pues tú, mi buen Fer, what do you got?
Mira, voy a terminar como empecé y fuera Tata. Fuera Tata. Así me despido.
Nacho Ambriz está diciendo el buen Don Flamingo. Thank you, mi buen Don Flamingo, for joining us. Thank you a todos los que se juntaron, se metieron, le dieron compartir. Guys, let's keep it up. Esto es el Trio Online. Remember, these shows are for you guys, so make sure you follow us. Make sure you share the show the videos that the posts that we do and everything that we do. Join and see el Super Mojado en su puro pinche watch party. Every time he gets drunk and in front of the cameras and everything. Next week it's Thanksgiving, so we're not doing a show, even though I wish I could do it in front of the family, and then in the middle of the family. We should all do it, at least an Instagram live, and see how we are eating and what are we eating. El Super, of course, is going to be drunk as always, but it's okay. And the next show is going to be Thursday, December the 2nd, so make sure you tune in. We'll be ready with all the liguilla, pretty much. La liguilla ya lista, on their way, and we'll have it all in El Tri Online. And last reminder, please follow us in every single social media platform that you can find us. El Tri Online. I'm your host, Hugo Bernal. Aquí tenemos al buen Fernando. De este lado tenemos al buen Super Mojado. This is it for today, guys. Make sure you coman frutas y verduras y nos vemos en la próxima. ¿Por qué te ríes? ¿Por qué te ríes, güey?